Hello gurus, welcome to a beautiful day. I hope you're having an amazing night or day wherever you are in the world. We're going to jump into Bitcoin, Ethereum. MCRT is pumping right now. Huge movements against Bitcoin, which is interesting. Bitcoin pulling back, but MCRT moving up very strongly. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, MCRT, I'll do technicals. Hit the subscribe button, join 77,000 people, smash up thumbs up button. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. And we're going into technicals for Bitcoin. And right now the market is pulling back a little bit, Bitcoin pulling back, but very little movement over the weekend, very little volume. Coinbase, MCRT up 1%. Let's check. So Bitcoin is pulling back on the 4-hourly. On the daily, it's quite oversold heading up. But the thing is, we're still in this rising wedge, this one here, and it's a bearish pattern. If it usually breaks to the downside on the daily, you're seeing every day one of these candles is one day. But Bitcoin is building pressure in the shorter term time frame, ready for a movement up here. But we really need to get a strong bounce here off this $22,800 area and move back up towards this top of the channel and break out to the upside. If we break to the downside here on this rising wedge, it's very bad for Bitcoin. It's a bearish pattern. So what we need to do to avoid this is to break out here and get above 28,000 and then move up. And I think that will happen, in my opinion. On the 4-hourly, stochastic is quite oversold heading up. Bitcoin touched the 200 weekly moving average, this blue line that's been going back. And remember, every time we came to this 200 weekly moving average in history, like if I zoom out, you see this blue line, it's 200 weekly moving average. You can see here that we came underneath it and now we're back above it. You can see here back in 2020, March COVID, it bounced off it. Bitcoin bounced off this 200 weekly moving average. You can see in 2019, also bounced off this 200 weekly moving average. You can see here in 2015 bounced off this 200 weekly moving average. So you get the point. The 200 weekly moving average is the very strong support for Bitcoin, and it's right now sitting right above it. Look at that, it's literally sitting on that line. So on the 4-hourly, we are oversold. We bounced off the 200 weekly moving average. There is volume coming in. Squeeze mob is going towards the green side. Not much volume. It's building pressure for a large move. RSI is heading up and the average is moving up as well. The RSI average, moving average. So I would go long on Bitcoin. Why? Because in the shorter term time frame, we have this bull flag here. This one, pole and flag building. That's a bull flag. Bull flag in this short term time frame is a bullish pattern that breaks to the upside. Now, I think we're going to break to the upside, and then once we get to 25,000, that's the moment of truth to see if we can break out of this bigger rising wedge and start moving up. So I'd be going long here on Bitcoin. I'll take the same trade as yesterday. It's almost this one here. I would open the trade right where we're sitting on the 200 weekly moving average. Stop loss just underneath this rising wedge if it breaks, and take profit at the top of this channel. And that gives us a rate. We're risking $993 to make $2,235. With 10x leverage will be $22,000 of profits. So the trade would open at 23,000 where we're sitting. Stop loss at 22,081. Take profit at 25,309. That's the trade that I would take on Bitcoin. On the hourly, stochastic is quite oversold, so I'd be opening that trade where we're sitting right now, expecting this breakout. And on the 15 minutes, oversold. We've got a big bounce off that 200 weekly moving average, which is nice. That's the trade that I would take on Bitcoin. What you could do, you could wait to get a confirmation when it breaks out of this bull flag, tests it and bounce with volume, then open the long. That's what I would actually do. So I'd wait till it breaks out, test, and then open the long. So wait a little bit to see if Bitcoin bounces off this 23,000, then heads up with volume. Then you can take that long trade with those targets. This trade, I'll share it inside the Telegram group. MCRT is currently up against Bitcoin. $1,000 on PancakeSwap. $1,000 USDT gives you 260,000 MCRT, which a few weeks, like 2 weeks ago, $1,000 gave you 590,000 MCRT. So it's going up. $100 now gives you 26,000 MCRT. $10,000 gives you 2,472,440 MCRT. So $10,000 gives you about 2.4 million MCRT. $1,000 gives you 26,000 MCRT. MCRT right now is pumping around 7% up today. Look at that. MCRT is up 7.75% against Bitcoin and Ethereum today, while the market's pulling back. Rank is 3,060. It's CertiK audited. We are now also on the Ethereum chain and the BNB chain. which is beautiful. Market cap 4.7 million, fully diluted 37 million, and the volume is 748,000. Chart is looking strong, and you need to pay attention to this, everyone. As soon as Bitcoin breaks above that that resistance, the big resistance that I talked about, we're going to launch a big marketing campaign for MCRT. So just pay attention. For MCRT game, it is going to come soon. So if you want to trade Bitcoin, if you want to trade the way you're saying me to, underneath this video in the description, you can sign up to Bybit and you get a $4,450 sign up bonus. And my audience, the reason I keep talking about MCRT and showing you these little glimpses, I want you guys who've been following MAGICCRAFT from the beginning, who've been my audience for a long time, 2.5 years watching me, I really want you to pay attention. You have to always do your own due diligence, but pay attention to MCRT. It's already up more than 100% in the last week, doubling your money. So $1,000 now, 2,000, 100,000 is 200,000. But once Bitcoin passes the bullish momentum, passes 28K, we're going to release a massive marketing campaign with hundreds of crypto influencers and gaming influencers showing the in-game footage, the real in-game footage. The beta version is playable. The MVP is already out for PC and iOS, so and for mobile. So pay attention to MAGICCRAFT, everyone. And my trades over on Bybit, once you sign up to Bybit, I've got $480,000 in here. 480,422. I've got Bitcoin 8.5, Solana 121,000, USD 112,000, Ethereum 3,400. I've got 9,198 Bitcoin trade open. It's a $62,000 Bitcoin long. And over on Binance account, I've got in here 476,000, down 1.4K today. Bitcoin 10, Bitcoin BNB 114,000, Solana 100,000, BUSD 21,000, some USDT. Those are my trades. That's what I'm holding at the moment. What I would be buying right now is Bitcoin. If once we get that confirmed breakout and we nullify this this rising wedge, we need to nullify. I would then add more Bitcoin in here before this movement up. I would also be buying Solana and BNB. Let's check on BNB quickly. BNB pulling back about 1.3%, but up a lot since we were buying it, which is beautiful. BNB is looking very bullish. Why? On this time frame, 4 hour, we've got a giant inverse head and shoulders forming here, which will take us a big movement. That's bigger than, so we've got a cup and handle, which can take us to 450. But here we have a giant inverse head and shoulders. Everyone seeing this? The time to buy it would be here at 272 if it pulls back. But that inverse head and shoulders would take us massive distance. We would go to the base of the inverse head and shoulders, this distance here, and if that plays out, that will take us to around here, 657 for, is that, let's check. So I'd see it doing something like this, pulling back, moving up, and then breaking out. So that would take us, yeah, to around 600, this distance here, $619 for BNB. So BNB can make a huge movement, everyone. So pay attention to BNB. I'll set a buy order if it pulls, in case it pulls back. I'll set a buy order at 278 over on Binance. So I'll buy another $10,000 worth of BNB. I'm going to trade. I'm going to buy another $10,000 worth of BNB. BUSD, $10,000. So you're seeing about $1 million worth of trades that I have open. Buy $10,000 at BNB at 200. Let's do 280. 280, $10,000 worth. Confirm. Buy BNB at 280. So this account right now has around 475,000 in here. I spent I spend from these accounts as well, and this account has in here 479, so just under $1 million in these accounts, which is beautiful. Pay attention to MCRT, everyone, and join us in the Telegram groups. We have a free Telegram live alerts. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hit the subscribe button, smash up the thumbs up button, pay attention to MCRT. BNB is looking really strong. Bitcoin, we need to break above that resistance, and then the market goes very bullish. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.